Hey everybody, it's Ken with AMN. 40-year-old Ken with AMN. I got some things, and this is just for, again, I just like to share everything in my life with all things AMN, and I've had a couple things. Okay, first off, everybody, so I kind of put it out there before that, it's been almost 2 years ago. I went on the keto diet. Went on the keto diet to try to compare if the drug that I was taking through the Minarix trial was causing me to gain weight, or was it my crappy eating? My very carb-filled crappy eating. And what I found from that is I still lost like 40 pounds on just just eating keto, no exercise. I mean, my legs can't do very much as it is. But so I was back on keto, and then right before my birthday, which was at the beginning of July, I decided, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take a break. I was going to take a break. And then after birthday week was over, I enjoyed every awesome food that I missed and craved. And then I'm like, well, I'm going on vacation next month, only a couple weeks, so what's the point? So I went on vacation. And so this goes with this video. Is this video all about bowel and bladder? It might be. Not all bowel and bladder, but so this goes with the bowel. So if you guys saw the poop story where I took a crazy poop in a rental car, in a loaner car. At that point, I was on the keto diet. And when I originally posted that, a lot of people were like, I think that probably had a lot to do with your diet. You know, AMN is weird as it is, but I think if you put that with it, I think that's what was causing that. Now, since the beginning of July, I went on vacation, everything. I had no crazy poop stories. I had no urgencies that I had to go. I gotta go now like I was before. So it's turning out, at least as of right now, I think carbs have been good towards the AMN poop. So I'm like looking at that, like, yes, I think I've gained about 20 pounds since the beginning of July, which is kind of how keto works. When you stop, you can gain it back real quick. And that's whatever. But I'm looking at it now like, yo, if I can have like no urgent, I need to poop now, no matter where I'm at, I will take the couple extra pounds opposed to having that. So I don't know. I will get back with you. I'm trying to find I'm not overdoing it on carbs. I'm just not pigging out like I used to before. I'm putting carbs back into my diet to see how this goes. So that's the bowel. Let's go to the bladder real quick. The bladder real quick. And this has been newer to me, and we've talked about before that I like an alcoholic beverage. But when you have too many alcohol, like even if I have 2 alcoholic beverages, I pretty much at that point I'm a lightweight. Depending on how much alcohol I put in, I'm pretty much drunk. I'm drunk, and like AMN bladder, there's a hesitancy. Like, so you'll get to the toilet and nothing happens. When you throw alcohol in there, like 1 drink, okay, you can work with that. 2 drinks, it can get pretty difficult. As I tell everyone else, you kind of have to stand there and think happy thoughts. You think happy thoughts, sometimes the bladder starts going. But I had a situation, last night, for instance. I mean, I had 2 pretty good filled drinks. I was feeling good. I went to the bathroom before bed about 10 p.m. I'm like, all right, like I felt good. I'm like, all right, I think I've pretty much, my bladder's cleaned out. We should be able to sleep all night, have no problems. I wake up at 1 a.m. and I just have this urge that I need to go, and I need to go now. So I'm like, all right, I get up. I'm like, we're not messing around with this. It's only 1 a.m. Got a few more hours to sleep. I go to the bathroom and I'm just standing there. Nothing's happening. I'm like, what the heck? And I still kind of literally felt half drunk at that point. So, yeah, so I already told myself, and I was literally in the bathroom for about 20 minutes till I tricked myself that we need to go pee. And even then, I don't think it was a full bladder emptying because I still woke up again at 4 a.m. and I had to go again. And at 4 a.m. though, yep, everything was good to go and go. I'm fairly certain it was the alcohol in my system that was playing games with my bladder. So I already told myself tonight, it's a Saturday night, like, you can have one drink and early, and that's it. Because that was, it's hanging out at the bathroom at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. when you're just tired and you want to go to bed. Isn't it fun? And so, again, everything happens for a reason. I think that was me. All these are choices and decisions that I'm making that are affecting my life, which kind of coincides with AMN. So, but we always say you got to do what you need to do to live your best life, and there we go. So carbs and not a lot of alcohol. Or if you do have a lot of alcohol, but before you decide to go to bed, you need to have just a little what am I word I'm looking for? Just like a gradual, little slow down process before you decide to lay your head down. But yeah, and it's battling bladder. Again, I was just in Boston last week for the Swan Bio Signet, the natural history study. That was good. They pushed me, but we got to the point where it was like, all right, I need my rollator for this. So they let me use my rollator for a lot of the stuff. And at first, when I first started really using my rollator, started realizing that I was having walking issues, I was gonna literally drop out of the trial. I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but they're very cool. And then, I say, look at it, it's a natural history study. They're trying to understand AMN. They understand it's a progression. I myself don't need to feel bad about it. I got to do what I got to do. And so it was cool. They were cool. Some of the stuff, they're like, well, I don't know if we're going to get the results we're looking for because of your rollator, but they're like, we'll take it as it is. I'm like, all right. So, and I signed on for the extension study, which is another 3 years. So, and the Mineric study, it still has not been approved by the FDA for compassionate use, so they canceled my appointment, and we don't know when that one's ending, but they're going to continue to give me drugs, though, on the old trial. Makes sense, right? I can have the drugs on this trial, but I can't have it on this trial, so, but it's whatever, so. And one other thing, which I wanted to bring this up in the last video, so AMN, we have no hair. I mean, I specifically have no hair. I literally just shaved this a couple hours ago. But the more and more older I get, it's crazy. Like facial hair, like my legs, I've lost the majority of all my leg hair. I had smooth as a baby's bottom, which is wild because back in my 20s, I used to have Sasquatch hairy legs, and now they're nothing. That's weird. But again, I think AMN plays a part in that. But facial hair, I want to talk to my endocrinologist about this. I'll see him in December, the day after Christmas. I'm flying to Boston on Christmas Day. That's a whole nother story. But I see him on the 26th, the day after Christmas, so I can keep my drugs going. But I want to ask him about that too, because you can't see it now. Again, I just shaved a couple hours ago. But I can go, I usually shave my facial hair one time a week, every Saturday. It's it looks and at that point, it just looks like a 5 o'clock shadow of a normal person. And it's just wild. I'm assuming that's AMN related. They always say about a lot of AMN patients are bald because we lose the hair there, but it's I lose hair everywhere, everybody. And not that that's a problem either. It's just weird. And I used to have mutton chop sideburns, and I think to grow those back now, it would take me a while. Honestly, that could be kind of fun. To grow back the mutton chop sideburns, how long would it take? Again, I have all these things. I can run my own clinical trials about AMN here. Ooh, and then I can probably sell the data. I had that discussion too. Everyone's like, one of my coworkers were like, it's about the money. Because I was saying about how since I didn't go in the Mineric trial, they canceled it. I'm like, I'm losing out $500. They pay you for the mileage in your car. So I was going to do 2 trials and get about $1,000, pay about $100 for gas, and you make $900. And they're like, it's all about the money. I'm like, it's not about the money. But if I have to take my time, my effort to do this, and for the all good, why would you not take what they're gonna give you? So, but So there you go, everyone. Carbs, and don't overdo it on the liquor before bed. Ken with AMN, have a good one. Keep those feet moving.